Hello and good evening, and welcome along to the Shed, Irish Bulls Mafia. I'm joined tonight by my co-host, Therese, from the Water Buffalo Club 716. You're very welcome, Therese. How are you keeping?
I am very good. Excited that the for the schedule is over. It was driving me crazy for the past few weeks with all the leaks and no leaks, but here we are, and I'm very happy with this schedule. Pretty much
Oh,
happy.
oh yeah. It looks to be a very good one, going off all the pundits on TV, that it's supposed to be very favourable.
Yeah.
The only disappointment I have is that the Bills ain't coming to Ireland, but other than that, it looks pretty good.
I agree. I was I had 2 weekends. Personally, I had 2 weekends I have to be away, and it would have been hard to go away, which I probably wouldn't have gone away. And they're away both weekends, so I was happy.
Oh,
It's been
oh
fun
yeah.
analyzing it. So let's dive in.
Yes. So I'm going to go through just the games, how they're laid out for us, and
Yep.
then we'll just have a chat on the games that you're looking forward to. So week one is the Ravens. It's Sunday night football at home in Highmark. That should be a cracker.
Yeah, that's going to be. It's already actually funny. I was on the phone with Chris Berman today because his birthday was just a couple days ago, and there's a big party in Boston for him. And we were talking about the schedule a little bit. He goes, "That game, it's already being hyped. It's going to be intense. That is going to be the game of the week." I said, "Yep, it is." So it is. Everybody's talking about that game. People are already coming in for the game. It's just going to be massive, and it's going to be warm weather and so many storylines with the game. So it's just going to be a fun one, no doubt.
Yeah, you'll have the battle of the two MVPs from the last 2 years with Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Like it has the makings. Is it too early though in the season? To both teams, it's going to be their first game. Yes, they'll both want to win it, but no team will have their full hand to play at that stage. Like, they're only getting warmed up. I would have loved to have been, say, week 8, week 9, when both teams are in gear, and then you get a picture. But we'll take it for week 1.
Yeah, especially the two guys that got penalized, and they won't be there because they would be, stopping the run. But, this is going to be a true test for our defense. So they're hyping our defense, and they better come in very hyped for what, Baltimore is going to provide.
Oh, 100%. Like, Derrick Henry, he'll be looking to continue his form from last year. He'll have seen what Saquon Barkley has done, and he'll want to, the competitive edge with the running backs. And we have our own James Cook, who's back for this year with us as well. So both of them, it'll be very interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah,
then
exactly.
Our game 2 is away to the Jets, and divisional rival.
Yeah, I anticipate that's just a automatic win. Let's hope so.
Yes, it should be. I know Aaron Glynn is new head coach there, but he's got Justin Fields as the quarterback, and I think it'll be a transitioning year for him with the Jets. I know they're a divisional rival, but please God, everything will go well, and there should be a dub there.
Yeah, yep. Let's hope so, for sure.
Then on the Thursday night football, week 3 is the Dolphins.
Love that one. At home, Thursday night, warm weather, September 18th. More national television in Buffalo, Miami Dolphins. It's going to be another great lineup for sure.
Yeah. Do you think, I know they're divisional rivals, but do you think Mike McDaniels is under pressure this year to get the Dolphins at least into the past the wild card stage?
Yeah. Yep. For sure. Tua is playing, isn't he?
He is, as far as I know. Yes, he is.
Yeah, I assume so. I haven't followed the Dolphins, how well they did on the draft, or I'll start doing that in a couple months. But I think Dolphins are under pressure. So it's going to be be a true test for them too. It's not going to be an easy for us, but Thursday night football, Buffalo Bills do well on national television at home. So.
Yeah, and hopefully it'll continue. So week forward, then that would have been the lovely weekend in Dublin if it had gone ahead. But anyway, it's the Saints away in New Orleans.
No, that's in Buffalo.
Oh, sorry, is it Buffalo? Sorry, my mistake. In Buffalo.
Trust me, if that were in New Orleans, I would be so happy because I love New Orleans. So, no, it's in Buffalo. It's going to be a fun one, but 1:00 game. Another game we should win.
Yes, we're considering that Derek Carr is retired, and right now they don't have an outstanding quarterback to start the season.
Right.
I know.
Exactly.
So it's Tyler Shaw, the rookie, looks to be favoured to get the job at the minute, but time will tell. It should be a victory for us.
Yeah, it should be a victory. Keon Coleman's going to be great this year, is my prediction. So that's going to be a big factor in all these games.
Yes, I agree with you. I think he did well last year. I was happy enough with his contribution, and I think he'll grow and improve for his second year. Then we have Mike Vrabel and the Patriots, and it's a Sunday night football game.
Yeah, another night, Sunday night football. Interesting. They gave us two right kind of close to each other. New England, it's going to be, I like their quarterback. It's going to be interesting to see how they do. They're definitely one. Our defense has to be, our defense always has to be strong, but this one, New England could be tough this year.
Yeah, Vrabel will bring that hardness with him, and he is a Patriots man at heart as well.
Yeah, and then they got Matt Collins too, which doesn't make me happy.
Yeah, it doesn't help. All I hope for that night, for the two times we played him, is Matt Collins has a stinker. Yeah, exactly. But other than that, I wish him the best. Then we're away. I think we're.
That's October 5th. Yeah, October 5th.
Yeah, okay, yes. Yeah, then we're away at the Falcons. It's a Monday night football.
Away at the Falcons, Monday night football. I think I'm going to go to that game.
Were you ever in Atlanta before? And if so, what is it like? Or do you know much about it? Or is this your first time?
I was there for the Bills Super Bowl back in 1994, I think it was. And then I was at the Super Bowl there a couple of years ago. I like Atlanta. I'm not 100% familiar with the city. It's I'm not in love with it because I don't know it so well, but it's a big city, it's a big city. I have friends that live there, and I just go do whatever they tell me to do. But it's on the East Coast. It's easy to get to, direct flight. I like it. So I'm going to and it's a Monday night game, kind of warm weather Atlanta. We should win that game.
Yeah, hopefully. Then we have a bye at week 7, and then week 8 we're away at Carolina at the Panthers.
Yeah, another almost automatic. It's a little scary coming off of the bye week going to Carolina because that could be a sleeper, but no way, not even close. No. We could put backups in and beat Carolina at this point.
We should do. And then we go to week 9, and it's the game that I'm looking forward to most for the year, even above the divisional rivals, is the Chiefs.
The Chiefs, that will be our game that we will probably dedicate to Fred Flintstone, and we will have everybody dressed up as Flintstone because that's right around Halloween. Yeah, I thought that would be a night game. I was surprised it was 4:25, but and I don't think they can flex them that early. So, yeah, 4:25. The weather should be decent still at that point. Doesn't matter. KC, I think Buffalo is just going to trash them.
Yeah, yeah. There's like I'm over here, and I have a lot of hurt from that game, and from the last time we played, and it's as much at the officials as it is at Kansas, and
Totally.
I just hope that for games going forward, if we win fair, but if we lose fair. But I think that robbed us of a very good chance of winning a Super Bowl last year, and that's my hurt from it.
Yep, we all feel that way for sure. So, it's the last time we want to see Patrick Mahomes this year, and get him out of here.
Get him out. Yes, 100%. Week 10 then is the Dolphins away down in Miami.
Down Miami, a lot of fans will be down there.
It should be cooler though. It shouldn't be the hot weather that sometimes the Bills have to play down there the last couple of years. But
yeah. November 9th, it could be a 1:00 game. It could still be warm, but another, you just don't know about that one. They want to beat us bad, so for sure.
Yeah. Then week 11 we have the Buccaneers. That's at home, I think.
Yep, home 1:00. Yep, yeah. That's home.
Baker Mayfield coming. I like the Buccaneers. I am a Baker Mayfield fan because I think he got royally done wrong at Cleveland. But on that particular day, I hope Baker has a stinker.
Yep, let's hope he has a stinker is right.
Then you have week 12, a Thursday night game away at the Texans.
Yeah, another Thursday at Houston. Yeah. Another, I think Buffalo wants to come back in and beat them. That we got beat last year. So back at it.
We did, but not that I criticised coaching much because I had really loved Sean McDermott, but it was the end of that game was coached very wrong last year, and I hope we fix it. Week 13.
So there, we have to play him otherwise.
Yes, but he'll be facing us twice, so he will.
Yep, exactly.
Week 13 then is the Steelers away. Now, at the minute, Mason Rudolph is their quarterback, but Aaron Rodgers has been very strongly linked. Does it make a difference?
No, not at all. I don't think so at all. It'll be interesting to see how Pittsburgh does through the season. It could be a spoiler game, but that could go either way. But I think Buffalo will, if we stay healthy, we will win that game.
Yeah. And then for me, a lot of the fake news that went out for week 1 was we were playing the Bengals at home as the week 1 opener. But it's week 14 where we have them at home. Joe Burrow should be clicking by then. It usually takes him a bit of time to get going. That's a cracker in my eyes.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game. That would have been a good primetime game. But that's definitely, they got to kick it up a notch now, gearing up, and just want to make sure they don't peak too soon. So this is when we want them to start peaking.
Yeah, yes, 100%. Then week 15, we're away at the Patriots, and we'll see Stephon Diggs for number 2 go, and Vrabel and will the weather have changed that much? Usually, by then, will it have gone to cold weather when you're over there?
Super cold, and especially in Boston, when you're not far from the ocean, you're probably talking 40 degrees. Could be 60. But that shouldn't be a factor at all. Weather should not be a factor.
Then week 16, we are away at the Browns.
That's going to be a fun one.
Yes, they're close enough to Buffalo as in NFL teams.
Yeah, 3 hours. It's great. Yep, we'll be having a huge crew going to that game for sure.
Yeah. And then week 17 is the current NFL champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. They come to Highmark.
Yep, that's correct. And a lot of people are very sad that game fell on Sunday, December 28th, because there was so many Eagles fans coming in for that game that I knew of, just friends, like 40 of them. And they're not coming. So maybe that's a good thing. I didn't want to tell them that. I mean, I still have a couple coming to stay at our house, but yeah, I think they would have traveled here for that game. So not anymore, but that's going to be, obviously, it's could be a Super Bowl matchup. I know that's already being talked about, but that should be a great, great game.
It is, and it'll also be the last regular season home game at Highmark.
No, the last one against against New York Jets. New Jersey Jets.
Oh, sorry, the New York Jets, yes, week 18. Yeah. Oh yeah, I wrote down incorrectly. Sorry, away. Sorry, is at home. That has to be confirmed yet. It's on
Yeah, it's confirmed. So it'll either that last game. It's either going to be Saturday or Sunday. Always that last game. It can't be Monday. And that's depending on how the Jets are doing at the time, depending on are the Bills going to even play their starters at that point. It could be a sleeper, but nonetheless, it's going to be a big deal for anybody at that game, knowing that that's the last regular season. But let's hope we have a whole slew of playoff games coming.
Well, hopefully. The good news out of all that is, I was just looking at it before we came on, out of all the teams, distance that each team has to travel, we are the second least traveling team for this year.
Who was the first? The first least?
Cincinnati only have to travel 8,753 miles, and we're second at 10,546 miles. Wow. And then the three teams that have to travel the most are Seattle are third with 31,302. The LA Rams are second with 34,832. And the LA Chargers are the team that has to travel the most at 37,086 miles.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's an awful lot. It's nearly almost three and a bit times what we have to travel.
Oh, right. Wow. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I saw that stat.
But so out of all the games, and I know each game we take as we love it and we want to see it and the whole lot, but for you as a seasoned Buffalo Bills fan, as a fan that's gone everywhere, what are the games that you are looking forward to most?
I'm looking at my schedule. That's why I'm looking down here. My little handy dandy thing here, which I almost memorized at this point. I am, of course, the Baltimore game. Home opener, is just, even if it wasn't Baltimore, the excitement leading up to that home opener and having it at 8:20, having an all-day tailgate party going into that game. The crowd is going to be incredibly loud. That excitement of a home opener, even when we did terrible over the years, the home opener was was fun, not as much as it will be for these days, but it's just the home opener, doesn't matter. So that game definitely is going to be a highlight leading up to it. So exciting to see our team, finally, what do we have? We'll find out. So that's one. And then I don't know. The final game. The final game will be definitely a tearjerker, and I'm sure they're going to be doing something to celebrate it. It's really going to be sad, but happy knowing what's coming, and as a season ticket holder, saying goodbye to people that I've known for decades that are not. We're all going to be sitting somewhere different in the new stadium. I don't know if they're going to be at the playoff games, whatever. So that's kind of going to be a tearjerker in some ways.
And with the games that are on, we say at 4:25 or your late night games, your 8:20s. I was there for the tailgate for the 1 p.m. game. I thought it was amazing. But do you still start at the same time as a 1 p.m. game for a tailgate, or do you start a bit later, or how does it work?
Well, that's funny. It's been creeping up on us a little bit. The tailgates are definitely long. Like for the 8:20 game, we will probably set up out there. That's a set Sunday, September 7th. It's kind of going to be warm. Let's hope it's nice. Yeah, we'll be out there for at least 6-7 hours. So for 1 o'clock games, we are usually out there for 4 or 5 hours.
Yes.
That one we might even be out for. We might even be starting at 9-10 a.m.
Wow.
For that one. Just because there's going to be a lot of media. There's going to be our tailgate's kind of blowing up this year with a lot of different activities going on, and I think we're going to have our own DJ at that one. We have a new podcast joining us called Train or doing something at the tailgate as well. We have a bunch of different things that will be happening. In national media and all, it will be mayhem. Good mayhem.
Oh, but look at, for someone who never understood what a tailgate was until last year, it's amazing and it's brilliant, and the banter does be something else, and the crack, and everyone's happy.
It is, and I'm actually going to go to the season opener in Philadelphia that Thursday because I have tons of friends down in Philly. So I'm going down there because I love the season opener. It's so much fun. It's just starting the NFL. It's quite, it's just a big event that they put on. And then I'm just going to drive home on Friday and gear up for our big game Sunday. So it's going to be a long weekend. That
it should be a bit of crack too in Philadelphia with the Cowboys going as the season opener.
Yeah. Philly will walk all over them.
Oh, it'll be something else.
Yep, exactly.
But yeah, so that is it for this evening. Unfortunately, as you all know by now, the Irish game is going to be the Steelers and the Vikings. And
I was so sad. I had such high hopes, but what are you going to do next year?
Hopefully next year. Look at, I wish the Steelers and the Vikings all the best. I know from round here and the guys that have done all the work to try and get the NFL to come to Ireland, it was a hard choice for what team they chose to play against the Steelers. But, you know, if it means that the Bills won't come to Ireland this year, but they have less travelling for doing and it works for their favour, then so be it.
Yeah, I hear you. You know, for the year that we are going to have and high hopes to get into the Super Bowl, fine, let's keep them out of the international game for the year. Let's just get that Lombardi. That's all we want. Forget, okay, we'll give up Ireland. Just give us the Lombardi.
I'll take that.
Yeah, and I think they are so geared to this season, and I just think this is going to be a really special season for us.
Please God, and the fingers are crossed. Well, look at Therese. I know you are very busy this evening, so I want to thank you very much for coming on.
Always, we will. Absolutely. I didn't have my hat on; it was too warm here today. Sorry. I should have worn my hoodie that you gave me. Next time I'll wear the hoodie. My thanks to Trevor, he gave us a Irish Bills Mafia hoodie that my husband has not taken off. And he loves it, so I will wear mine next time. How about that?
No panic. Look at we here as well. The weather, I'm roasting at the minute, and it's nearly 9 o'clock at night. So the weather here is beautiful too. So it's hard wear the warm stuff when you're when the weather is like this. But look, thank you very much for coming on. We will have another show again. I will probably leave it a week or so, and we'll see if there's any updates and any news or anything exciting happening around the place, and we'll organise something and we'll go again. And when we have something to talk about until the pre-season starts, it'll be sort of hit and miss when there's something to talk about. And then once
the Bills come for mandatory, well, they have OTAs May 27th to the 29th, and June 2nd to the 3rd and June 5th. And May 20, I got to remember this because I have hats for 4 of the guys on the team. I got to get to. And then mandatory June 10th to the 12th. So those are some dates.
Yeah, so we'll work in a show in between them
Sure.
after each one, and we'll see if there's any news from it. My last question to you for tonight is, I just was reading today that Jordan Poyer has said he'd like to play for 2025 and he'd like to come out back and retire at the Buffalo Bills. What is your thoughts?
I saw that. I mean, he did love Buffalo. I think people are not happy that he took out Keon Coleman, but here nor there. It would be amazing. I wish Micah Hyde could come back too, but he can't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I think he's they love him on the team. But it's all about business. So I don't know if they're going to be doing that or not. We'll see. It should be interesting.
Yeah, it will be interesting. Like maybe if he came like a situation that Mika did last year,
Yeah,
it would be a good thing. I don't know. Would he be able to keep up with the young bucks today? Because like he has been an outstanding servant and a brilliant player, but
right.
time waits for nobody.
Right.
But we will see.
Yep, we shall see. Yeah, it's going to be one step at a time. We'll see what happens, right?
That is for sure. So look at Therese. Thanks very much for coming on tonight. It's great to chat with you and hear your thoughts on the schedule and the whole lot. And as I said, we'll organise something around once the groups meet up and we have something to chat about, and we'll do another show then.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for watching, folks. It's been a pleasure as always. Stay safe, stay happy, stay together. Go Bills and horns up.
Horns up.